Let us go back in time and hear the fascinating, world changing story of a man named Johannes Gutenberg, whose invention turned the world from whispers to thunder. How was the world before Gutenberg? Imagine this. It is the early 1400s. There are no printers, no bookshelves, and no bookstores. If you want a book, someone must copy it by hand, slowly, painfully, one letter at a time. It takes months or even years to make a single book. Books are so rare and expensive that only kings, monks, and a few scholars can read them. Knowledge was locked away. The masses were left in the dark. Who was Johannes Gutenberg? Born around 1400 in Mainz, Germany, he was a clever inventor, metal worker, and thinker. He didn't set out to change the world, he was just trying to solve a problem. How can we copy texts faster, cheaper, and for everyone? And what he came up with was revolutionary. He invented the printing press in 1440s. Gutenberg took inspiration from the wine press. Yes, actually he took inspiration from the wine press. He took inspiration from movable type, small blocks with letters on them. His skills in metalworking and ink making were also useful. He created the first mechanical movable type printing press. How did it work? He carved individual letters from metal, which were movable type. He arranged them to form pages of text. He coated them in special ink and pressed paper onto them using a modified wine press. You now had identical pages printed dozens of times faster than handwriting. This is how the first printing press of the world was discovered. What was the first major project of Gutenberg? It was the Bible. The Gutenberg Bible. It was beautiful, detailed, and almost indistinguishable from handwritten copies. But instead of years, it took months to make dozens of them. Suddenly, the impossible became possible: mass production of books. Gutenberg really changed the world. Because of Gutenberg and his printing press, knowledge became available to everybody. There was an explosion of knowledge. Books became affordable and available. People could learn to read even outside churches and monasteries. Scientific, religious, and philosophical ideas began to spread like wildfire. In 1517, Martin Luther used the printing press to spread his 95 Theses. Thousands of copies were printed and read across Europe. The press helped challenge the church's authority, leading to Protestantism. It also encouraged the scientific revolution. Thinkers like Copernicus, Galileo, and Newton could publish and share their ideas. Science became collaborative and faster. The world no longer depended only on tradition, it could test and question. It gave birth to public education. Books led to literacy, literacy led to schools, and schools led to critical thinking and new professions. Eventually, this empowered ordinary people and not just the elites. In short, Gutenberg turned the whisper of knowledge into a roar. He invented the printing press, a machine that made books fast and cheap. He broke the monopoly of knowledge from the elite. His invention started a chain reaction that led to the Reformation, the Renaissance, the scientific revolution, and eventually the modern world. To have a fun analogy, we can say that Gutenberg was the original internet. Before him, knowledge was slow, private, and controlled. After him, ideas could go viral. Imagine going from dial up to 5G, but for the human brain. Thank you so much for listening.